This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a local man is still in critical condition following a weekend shooting in West Hazleton. We have the latest next. Welcome to FYI News 13 on SSPTV. I'm Ken Cara. A weekend shooting in West Hazleton has left 19-year-old Devin Barlow in critical condition in Lehigh Valley Hospital in Allentown. You may remember Barlow from a rap video he was featured in a while back. We interviewed him at that time. He performs with the name Showa Time. Today, FYI's Lisa Sugar talked with West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio for an update on the victim and the investigation.
People called it an actual shootout in West Hazleton early Saturday morning. I'm here with West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio to get the details on what happened.
Early Saturday morning at approximately 10 after 2, our officers were on a traffic stop when a passerby stopped them and said they're straight up shooting at one another down there, and meaning down there at the bar. The officers immediately knew where they meant. The officers cleared from the traffic stop, went down to the scene. They said when they responded onto the scene, they said it was just chaos. They said there was people running everywhere, large amounts of people, 30 to 40 people in the area. So it took a little bit of time for them to get the situation under control, just the two officers. More backup arrived, and at that point, officers from Hazleton City, the Pennsylvania State Police, Butler Township assisted them. When everything cleared, it was determined that we had one gunshot victim that was shot twice in the neck. That individual was taken to the hospital by a friend or somebody in the area there. We're not sure of that at this point. The victim was then life flighted to Lehigh Valley, Allentown, and the victim is in critical condition at this time.
Now, you've since identified him as 19-year-old Davon Barlow, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So do we know the circumstances that led to him being shot?
No, we don't know what the motives were or what caused the shooting. We believe that he was inside the bar at this time. We haven't confirmed that. There was some kind of altercation outside the bar. What caused that or what that was about, we don't know yet.
Now, are you also thinking that there may have been two victims from this gunshot incident?
We're not sure. We do know that there was two different calibers found at the scene. From two different weapons. Numerous witnesses told us that they were shooting at each other, and there was numerous shots fired. We did recover 9 shell casings, like I said, from 2 different weapons. So at this point, we don't know. There was a large amount of blood at the scene, so that's all still under investigation.
And right now, are you looking right now at any charges, or too early to tell?
It's too early to tell at this point. However, we are still actively investigating it, and once we do find the actor involved here, yes, charges will be filed against him.
What would you say? The motorist was the person that told the police that this was going on. If I'm driving by and I see something like this, what advice do you have for me so I don't get involved in the situation?
My advice to the general public is if you see something like this, dial 911 and get out of the area as quickly as possible, because a stray bullet can travel an extended distance and you don't want to get caught in the middle of this. So get out of the area as quickly as possible and dial 911.
Now, what is taking place right now? Where are you at in your investigation?
Currently, we did impound the vehicle that night, and we have the PSP R&I unit, FSU, they're down there right now with our officers, and we served a search warrant in that vehicle, so they're processing that vehicle as we speak.
And is there any involvement with the bar concerning this at all? Is the bar still operating as usual?
The bar is currently open. However, this bar has only been open a short amount of time, and in that short amount of time that it's open, we've had it's been cited numerous times. We've had numerous complaints out of that bar. We had the LCB there already, so I think it would be safe to say that this is a nuisance bar.
So are you looking and pursuing any action with that?
I believe the borough's going to look into that. That would be a code enforcement issue, so we're going to have them look into that. You know, and what avenue they take, I don't know at this time.
All right. So the victim still remains in critical condition, and you're still trying to find out if anybody else was injured in this?
Correct.
And if anybody knows anything out there, what should they do?
Dial the West Hazleton Police Department at 570-455-3733 or 911, and our officers will get in touch with you.
All right. Chief Brian Buglio at the West Hazleton Police Department.
Thanks, Lisa. Now, there was also an armed robbery in broad daylight over the weekend. It happened on Sunday afternoon just before 1 p.m. at the Verizon Wireless retail store on Airport Road at the rear of the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. State police in Hazleton released these surveillance photos of the two male suspects. According to state police, the two suspects stole an undetermined amount of cell phones and tablets from the store, and one did brandish a gun. Both suspects concealed their identity. Suspect one had some type of white cloth, possibly a t-shirt tied with some type of black material. He was about 5 feet 10 inches tall with a thin build, wearing a white t-shirt under a black top or jacket. He was wearing dark pants, possibly blue jeans. State police say he appears to be Hispanic. The second suspect was wearing a red ski mask. He was about 5 feet 7 inches tall with a husky build, wearing a black hooded jacket with some type of metallic embroidery, jeans, and black shoes. He brandished a firearm and wore a black glove on his right hand. State police say he appears to be white. Anyone with any information on the robbery is asked to call state police in Hazleton at 570-459-3890. And now news from the superintendent's desk of the Hazleton Area School District. There will be an open registration day tomorrow for all new students transferring, parochial school and private school students, or students who have transferred out and are returning to the school district for the 2014-15 school year. Registration will be held in the cafeteria of the Hazleton Career Center tomorrow from 7:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. You must first pre-register online and bring all required documentation. Now, for more information, call 459-3111, extension 3153 or 3281, or log on to the district's website at registration.hasdk12.org. To stay up to date on local news, sports, and more, check out our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker. You can get breaking news sent right to your mobile device by signing up for alerts at standardspeaker.com. Coming up next on FYI, we start our week out right with a workout at Core Fitness, and then we'll let you know how you can help the Make-A-Wish Foundation by celebrating Christmas in July.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
All right, let's get motivated. It's Monday. We're back here at Core Fitness, and we're giving you great ideas on working out. Today, we're with Christine. We're talking about classes, right?
We're going to talk about group fitness classes today, and what we're going to do today is a class called Step 20. So it involves risers and a step bench, and also sculpting at the end. So we will use hand weights, and we'll go down to the floor and do core. So the step part of it only lasts 20 minutes. But we do offer all different types of classes here. We offer Zumba, which is a huge hit all over the country and the world. Burns a ton of calories, really fun. We offer power bars, which is a weightlifting class, and we've already talked, the girls are not going to get huge and buff by weightlifting. We offer horizontal conditioning, piloxing, everything.
Why is it so good to mix up your workouts?
Your body will get bored by doing the same thing. So by doing different types of classes, by combining the step, which is a lot of cardio, with the weights, you get both of those types of workouts. So you really do need both. Especially the weightlifting aspect will help increase your bone density, and we talked about as we get older that starts to decrease. Also, working out in a group is a great thing. People sometimes are a little trepidatious about it, but they find friends there, they're motivating, the retention is better, you're going to work out longer, and you're going to kind of try to compete with your neighbor a little bit and do a little bit more and go a little harder.
How long until you're actually burning fat? You're in that burning fat stage?
At least 20 minutes.
Okay.
You have to be going for about 20 minutes before you start in that fat burning zone, and your heart rate is going to stay within like 60 to 75% of your max heart rate to be in that fat burning zone.
And is that with cardio and weights, or is it just bringing your heart rate up to that level?
It's bringing your heart rate up to that level.
Okay, and girls, are we ready to do our class? Look at, they're so excited. So again, what the benefits we said are that working out with a partner or working out in group really keeps you focused and determined, and you stick to a program, right?
Definitely. And you push yourself. You check in on each other via text or phone call or Facebook, and you say, I'll meet you at the gym today. And you keep each other, accountable for what you're doing.
Okay, and Core Fitness, if you're just tuning in for the first week, is exclusive gym here in Hazleton, located right on Broad Street, and it's women only, which I love that part. Women only, sorry guys, right?
Yeah.
All right,
We're
so-
not really sorry.
We're not sorry here. All right, we'll see you next week right here. Every Monday we talk about fitness on FYI. We're in your community.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
So this is in West Hazleton. I love bears. I never get to see bears, but this person did and posted this photo on Facebook. Be safe out there, but post some of your pictures to facebook.com/FYI News 13, and we may use them for our weather shot. Speaking of weather, here's your forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, expect isolated showers and thunderstorms before 11 p.m. 20% chance of that. We'll get down to 66 degrees. For our Tuesday, there's another chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. The high will be 81 degrees. We'll get down to 67 at night on Tuesday. Wednesday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly after 2 p.m. The high is 84. Wednesday night, another 50% chance of storms, the low down to 64. On Thursday, we have another chance of showers and thunderstorms in the area. The high is 76, and at night it will be mostly cloudy with the low at 56. Friday looks nice, a mostly sunny day with a high of 76, and Friday night will be partly cloudy. The low is 57.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
This weekend, you are invited to come out to Moyers Campground and celebrate Christmas in July. And with me today are two of the ladies who are making this big event happen. To my left is Janet Leitner, who is the owner, along with her husband Todd, of Moyers Campground, and her daughter Tammy Heller, who is organizing this big, fabulous craft and vendor sale. Tammy, this is a fun event.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. This is the third year for this event, and we bring in this year's there's about 50 crafters and vendors who will be attending, and the proceeds from their donations of having a vendor space, as well as the basket raffle tricky tray event, those proceeds will go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Now, your family has been heavily involved with Make-A-Wish for many, many years, raising a lot of money, and they tell me over $300,000 that Moyers Campground has raised. And we want to specify that you're having this event, but that people don't have to be camping at Moyers to come to this, correct?
Right. This is open to the public. It's rain or shine on Saturday, July 26th. And we really would love for the public to come and not only see the amazing crafters and vendors that will be there, but to see the amazing campground and to see everything that everybody does for the Make-A-Wish Foundation there.
All right, so you're coming out for fun to get some great deals, but you're helping a very worthy cause that's been close to your heart for many years, Janet. You have done so much, and this is all leading up to a big weekend in August at Moyers Campground. So tell us about that.
Oh, it's a very big weekend. It's pertaining to the children. And this year I have a bike run, which the gentleman from the Legion said they would gladly do for me to raise extra money. And we're doing it in memory of Robert Visickay, who was one of my seasonals, which meant a lot because he did an awful lot for Make-A-Wish. So, but he couldn't make it this year. He passed away. So this runs in memory of Robert Visickay, plus my big event for the kids for our Make-A-Wish weekend. So it's all going to take place August 8th, 9th, and 10th, and I hope everybody comes out. The public, my neighbors, businesses, everybody's welcome to this big event.
And before you even get to the big event, if anybody wants to help out and make donations of any items, you'll take them right now as well, right?
If anybody wants to make a donation, we'll gladly accept it. If you want to come out and volunteer, we'll gladly accept it. So, yeah, it's our big event, and this is going to be a biggie.
All righty. So the big weekend taking place at Moyers Campground. And Tammy, I would be remiss for anybody out there who doesn't know where Moyers Campground is. We got to tell them.
It's very easy to find. It's not as far as you think. If you head on 93 towards Nescapac, you will see signs for the campground. From the Hazleton area, it takes about 20 to 25 minutes. From the valley, it takes about 15 minutes. Just follow the signs. There are signs. There's lots of signs, and we would love to see you there for the craft show, for the Craft and Vendor Show, July 26th, for the Christmas in July event, and as well for the bike run at the campground in August.
All righty, and if you want to help in any way, shape, or form, the numbers are up on your screen for both of these ladies and both of the events that you'd like to come out and help and make this a very special Christmas in July that's taking place this Saturday at Moyers Campground.
Once learned the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear, so enjoy that on Friday night. Now in tonight's community calendar, the American Red Cross will hold a blood drive on Friday from 2 until 6 p.m. at the Laurel Mall. The drive will be held in the Boscov's wing of the Laurel Mall across from Gertrude Hawk. Now here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. The daily 482, Big 4 2304, Quinto 04744, and Treasure Hunt 14, 16, 20, 25, and 29. That Christmas quote was from Elf, and sports is next. FYI, we'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Hey sports fans, I had a great sports weekend. Not to brag, but I just so happened to turn on the British Open at just the right time on Saturday to see Rory McIlroy go insane. It was like someone told him he was in the Matrix and he figured out how to fly an eagle 2 out of the last 4 holes. While Rory was bending spoons overseas, here's what happened locally in the 13 to 15-year-old Babe Ruth State Tournament on Saturday. Franklin Township, they topped West End, and Broomall Newtown, they beat Tri Township. On Sunday, Ashton Valley beat Franklin Township, and Mifflin County used a comeback to defeat the host Valley. So after everyone played in the opening round, the top 4 move on to the knockout round, and based on head-to-head competition, Mifflin County is the number 1 seed, Broomall Newtown gets the 2 seed, Tri Township is 3, and the locals, Valley, they get in with the number 4 seed. So today, Valley and Mifflin County, they're playing, started at 2 o'clock. Last score report we got was in the 4th inning, 5-1. Valley was trailing that one. Broomall and Newtown, Broomall Newtown will play Tri Township at 5 p.m. In the 9 and 10-year-old Section 6 Little League All-Star Tournament, Warwick beat Valley West in the championship round, and they will move on to the state tournament. Warwick also won the 10 and 11-year-old Section 6 championship. Our local team, Tamaqua, they lost on Saturday by 1 run in the consolation bracket final. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs came back after the All-Star break and split a 6-game series with Syracuse. They played a doubleheader on Saturday and Sunday. Russ Kanzler went 2 for 18 in the series with 1 RBI, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Russ is now hitting .266 on the season. The Pigs are back at home tonight against Buffalo. So Jay Paterno has a book coming out, and every day he tweets a countdown. There's 42 days until his book comes out, and the former Penn State assistant honored Penn State and NFL great Lenny Moore. Look at that old school PSU uniform right there. Moore was an All-American twice in 1954 and 55 at Penn State and went on to win 2 NFL championships. Can you think of another great Penn State running back to wear number 42? I have his throwback jersey, DJ Dozier. How's that for an intro for Ron Marchetti's Trivia Treats?
Babe Dickerson Zaharias capped the comeback from cancer to win the United States 1954 Women's Golf Championship in Peabody, Massachusetts, exactly 60 years ago today. Hi, everybody. This is Trivia Treats. Babe Dickerson had previously won that tournament in 1948 and 1950, but she first gained attention in 1932 with 2 gold medals in the 1932 Olympics in track and field in Los Angeles at the age of 22. Babe didn't even take up golf until 1932, but quickly became very proficient. Colon cancer kept her from playing a full schedule in 1952 and 1953. The illness will surface again in 1955, and it claimed her life in 1956 at the age of 45. In 1999, ESPN named Babe Dickerson Zaharias the 10th greatest North American athlete of the 20th century. On this day in 1952, 62 years ago, in Helsinki, Finland, Bob Mathias won his 2nd Olympic gold medal in the decathlon. Mathias ran the final event, the 1,500 meters, in near darkness, as the track was illuminated only by the electric scoreboard. Mathias also won the event in 1948 in London at the age of 17. 6 years ago in 2009, Washington Nationals right fielder Josh Willingham collected 2 grand slams in consecutive innings during a 14-6 triumph over the Milwaukee Brewers in Miller Park to become the 13th big leaguer in history with 2 grand slams in the same game. Finally, 70 years ago from tomorrow, in 1944, another right fielder from the Cubs, Bill Nicholson, hit 4 home runs before being intentionally walked with the bases loaded during a doubleheader against the New York Giants at the Polo Grounds. The Giants were leading at the time 10-7. In a very unusual move, New York player-manager Mel Ott ordered the intentional pass to Nicholson, forcing in a run to make it 10-8. The Giants ended up winning 12-10. To add to the drama, Nicholson and Ott were battling for the National League leadership in home runs. At the end of that day, each had 21. Till Friday, be a good sport, stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One announcement for this evening. The 61st Annual St. Jude's Picnic will be held August 8th, 9th, and 10th at the church grounds on Route 309 in Mountaintop. We'll be having great live entertainment every night, plus great food, games, theme baskets, beer and wine tent, and much more. That's the St. Jude's 61st Annual Picnic. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Madeline Morgan of Drums. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Furo Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Julia Belushko of Sugarloaf Township. Funeral is Tuesday at 10 a.m. at the Church of St. Joseph. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Eva Kislin of Freeland. Arrangements will be announced by the Cotterall Petrilli Funeral Home. Bonita E. Byford of Foster Township. Services will be announced by the Lehman Family Funeral Service. Ruth A. Bryan of Hazleton. Friends may call Wednesday at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home from 1 to 3 and 6 to 8 p.m. Elsie M. Clausen of Whitehaven. Arrangements are by the Lehman Family Funeral Service. And Roxanne A. Jones of Nesquehoning. Services Friday at 11 a.m. in the Skyview Memorial Park. The Joseph S. Plazowski Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now in News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Laura Markle of Hazel Township. Laura, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Just got another score update. It's now 9-1 Mifflin in that game against Valley in the Babe Ruth State Tournament in Drums. Well, that is it for tonight on FYI. We'll see you again on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Until then, take it easy, everyone.